The person who gets the most done has the least excuses.
Welcome to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we'll be discussing leadership, business, human potential, inspiring you to live rich from the inside out. Unlock your creativity, stretch out of your comfort zone, break through your barriers, take inspired action, and achieve epic results. Now here's your host, 3-time best-selling author, speaker, and certified executive coach, Debra Kasowski.
Hello everyone, I'm Debra Kasowski. Welcome back to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we inspire, motivate you, and educate you into taking action and living rich from the inside out. Today, I want to talk to you about letting fear be your motivator. You know, fear gets a bad rap. It is something that paralyzes you. It limits you from stepping into your potential, from being who you need to be and stepping into that greatness. Now, when you think of fear, think of the things that you're afraid of. It might be going on stage, speaking publicly. It might be, driving a standard car. It might be entering a race and it's often because you have that fear of uncertainty, really wondering if you're going to be able to handle it and will you be successful? Because when people aren't successful, that fear of failure comes in as well, and they're worried about what everyone else is going to think. Well, the other ones are sitting on the couch because they're fearful. They're not taking action like you are. See, fear can be a good thing. It makes us aware of our surroundings, our environment. It also makes us more alert to be on the lookout for that true danger. And it also helps us become more prepared. So in the fact that that's a good thing, it helps us when we feel that discomfort and we can move into getting more knowledge, more developing skill, developing or honing our abilities, talents. Then we have an opportunity to move into action, which is the only way that fear dissipates. And fear fades away as you take one step at a time, moving into action. You just have to make a choice. It comes down to a decision to not let fear be stronger than your faith in yourself. You see, our brains are triggered for that safety. But not only that, how about all the stories that you're telling yourself? That imagination runs wild, takes you on a wild goose chase of things that are probably never going to happen. So some of the things that you can do is, first of all, take a big, deep breath. Acknowledge that you are having this feeling of fear. And ask yourself, let it be your counsel, what is this fear trying to tell me? What is this fear? Is it a true fear or is it an imagined fear? Because your body doesn't know anything different. But as soon as you come from a place of curiosity and you start asking questions and you are more inquisitive about this fear, you're taking away the power and the charge of that energy behind it that makes it so scary. It becomes something that you get to know. You can also, when anxiety and fear creep up, you get the sweaty palms and feeling uncomfortable, feel like your heart's racing. What you might need to do is not just that one deep breath, move into taking more deep breaths, slow, deliberate, paying attention, and really bringing yourself to the present moment. When you're in the present moment, that's the only thing that you can think of. You're not looking at the past in regret, and you're not looking at the future in an anxiety of not knowing what's going to happen, because the present, we know what's happening because you're right here and now, right? So one of the things with fear, it makes us uncomfortable, and we want to cling to everything that is comfortable. Now, fear can help us shift. This is where change and progress comes forth, is when we are able to really look at our fear in the face and use some of that self-talk and tell ourselves, you got this, one step at a time. I remember jumping into the Adams River after doing some whitewater rafting. And I was looking at the spot that everybody was jumping in, and for whatever reason, all I could think of was darkness, not sure if I could do it. And then I finally jumped, and it was exhilarating. The following year, I went whitewater rafting again, exact same spot, and it took me longer than ever to jump. And I kept telling myself, you've done this before, you can do it again. Others have gone, and then they said, okay, Deb, if you're not going to jump, you better come, we're going to leave. And then I was like, okay, I can't let that happen. I've already done this, I don't get it. So then I just jumped. And sometimes we need to do it scared to push through. What I realized, when you're committed to do something and you make a decision, you will break through those challenges. You will figure it out. And you will take pride in the fact that you push through it. Now, fear is, again, like I said, it is a good thing. It keeps us alert. Is it a true danger? The more inquisitive you get and then challenging the assumptions of those narratives that you keep telling yourself about what's possible for you, you're going to learn how fear can be taken apart piece by piece, and you will become more confident, you'll become more competent, and you will face any challenge that comes your way. And when a new fear arises, you're just going to take it one step at a time, because you know that you can move through fear by taking action. Let it motivate you. You know, you don't want that feeling of fear. When I think about that Adams River, I thought how nervous I was, and I didn't want to have that feeling. But more than that, I didn't want to have the feeling that I never did it. How many things in your life that you think about, that you want to do and you want to take action on, but you're fearful of it? You're not sure if you're going to make it. When I ran my half marathon, I went and did the race where I had never been before. And I kept telling myself the only way back to my car is, just following the crowd. And when I signed up, it was considered done. That you don't leave room for that fear to exist. You don't leave room for fear to take over what you believe in. When you have faith in yourself, in your abilities, and knowing that you're resourceful and you can figure things out, that fear just shrinks and it goes back into the corner. And it's never gonna be there, gone completely. And that's actually a good thing, because if we got rid of it completely, we might miss out on some danger. We might miss out on that preparedness. We might miss out on being alert and fall into a place of complacency. Now, we definitely don't want that to happen. So when you think of the fears that you have, and there's many fears that people have, the fear of public speaking, they have a fear of embarrassment, the fear of public speaking, I talked about fear of death, fear of success, believe it or not, fear of failure, fear of uncertainty, and it all comes down to, will I be able to handle the outcomes that show up? And I'm here to tell you, yes, you will. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for, and you are more than enough to face any situation. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come to you to really move through, to face the challenges and make things happen. I'm here to remind you that when you let fear be your motivator, you will have less regrets. You will debunk stories and myths that you don't believe are true. Yet you might have believed them because they were led to be true. They were other people's fears. And when we get caught up in other people's fears and doubts, we stop trusting ourselves. We stop listening to that inner voice that's guiding us to what we need to do for us. And often those fears and doubts of other people are all only their own stories. What they believe is possible. And chances are they didn't follow through on their goals and dreams. So be careful who you're listening to when they're giving you feedback on how successful you will be. It's all up to you. You have everything that you need. So move into action, dissipate that fear. It's gonna fade away. as you move into action, you make that decision that you are going to do something about that fear. You're not going to live in regret thinking, I could have, I should have, and I would have, but I let my fear be stronger than my faith. No, we're going to turn it around, and it's going to be faith over fear. Fear is going to be my motivator because I don't want to live in regret. Thank you for joining me here on the Millionaire Woman Show. I would love for you to go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com, where you get your free 3-part video course right now, Making Habits Stick, so that you can put that focus and consistency into your goals and dreams. Don't let things derail you. Don't let them take you off course, because you are meant for greatness. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And on behalf of myself, go out and have a great day.